Once, in a distant land, lived a man named Job. He was known for his goodness and deep faith in God. Job had a large, loving family, 10 children who filled his home with joy. He was wealthy, with vast herds and many servants, yet he remained humble and generous. Every morning, Job prayed and offered sacrifices for his children, showing his devotion. He used his blessings to help the poor and those in need. Job's reputation for integrity was unmatched. He lived a life of gratitude, honoring God in all he did. His days were filled with purpose, surrounded by family and abundance. Job's faith was not just words, it was seen in his actions every day. He was a beacon of light in his community. Job's story begins in this place of peace and prosperity, deeply rooted in faith. But this life, so full and blessed, was about to be tested in ways he could never imagine. The world saw Job as blameless and upright. He cherished simple joys and found happiness in his relationship with God. Job's life was a testament to his character. He turned away from evil and lived with integrity. His heart was full of gratitude. Job's days were marked by kindness and generosity. He was respected by all who knew him. This is where Job's journey truly begins, a man of faith, about to face unimaginable trials. His story is one of faith, loss, and hope. One day the angels gathered before God and Satan came among them. God spoke of Job's faithfulness, but Satan challenged it, claiming Job was only loyal because of his blessings. Satan argued, "Take away his wealth, and he will curse you." God allowed Satan to test Job, but forbade him from harming Job himself. Unaware of this, Job continued his life on earth. The stage was set for a test of faith. Would Job's devotion endure without his blessings? Satan left, ready to unleash suffering upon Job. The challenge was made, and Job's faith would soon be tried. The answer to whether Job's faith was genuine would be revealed through great trials. The test had begun. Disaster struck Job with shocking speed. Raiders stole his oxen and donkeys, killing the servants. Fire from the sky destroyed his sheep and shepherds. More raiders took his camels and killed more servants. Then, a mighty wind collapsed the house where his children feasted. None survived. In a single day, Job lost his wealth, his servants, and all 10 of his beloved children. Overwhelmed by grief, Job tore his robe, shaved his head, and fell to the ground. Yet, he did not curse God. Instead, he worshipped, saying, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." Satan's first attempt failed. Job's faith endured. Satan returned to God, asking to afflict Job's health. God allowed it, but spared Job's life. Job was soon covered in painful sores from head to toe. His suffering was immense, but his faith, though shaken, held firm. Even in agony, Job did not turn against God. His endurance became a testament to his character. Job's trials were far from over, but his faith remained. The world watched as Job faced unimaginable loss. His response would echo through history. Job sat in ashes, scraping his sores, his pain nearly unbearable. His wife urged him to curse God, but Job refused, saying, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" 3 friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, came to comfort him. They sat in silence for 7 days, overwhelmed by his suffering. When Job finally spoke, he cursed the day of his birth, pouring out his anguish. His friends insisted suffering was punishment for sin, urging Job to confess. Job defended his innocence, confused and desperate for answers. He questioned why God allowed such pain, longing for an explanation. The conversations were raw, filled with emotion and searching. Job's friends offered simple answers, but Job knew life was more complex. He maintained his integrity, even as he wrestled with despair. Job's cries echoed the questions of all who suffer. He longed for God to speak, to make sense of his pain. The search for meaning continued, as Job held to his faith. In the silence, Job's hope endured. At last, God answered Job from a whirlwind, not with explanations, but with questions. "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation?" God asked, revealing the vastness of his wisdom. Job realized how small his understanding was compared to God's. He saw that some things are beyond human comprehension. Humbled, Job replied, "Surely I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know." Job found peace, not in answers, but in God's presence. God rebuked Job's friends for their misguided words. Then, God restored Job's fortunes, giving him twice as much as before. Job was blessed with a new family and lived a long, full life. His story became a lesson in faith, endurance, and trust. Job's journey shows that even in suffering, faith can endure. The mystery of pain remains, but so does hope. Job's life was transformed, not by answers, but by encountering God. In the end, Job's faith was his greatest treasure. His story reminds us to trust, even when we do not understand. Through loss and restoration, Job's faith shines as a beacon for all.